they're still at it. The most ignorant assholes in the world. Um, May 26, 22. 105 at Altman, Maslin, 2021 Wells Road in Maslin. Okay, I'm at their snack here. I had went in, and before where I had a UTI, I went back, and my stomach was spasming. Well, I have stomach spasm from the rape and torture between July and September 19. Cop stalker, old fat white man. He had told everybody he was an agent from the agency stationed in the courthouse. He's a dirty cop. Everybody fell for it. White man, shaved head, dark eyes, 6 foot, 200 pounds, stocky, drove the dark gray truck. Faith Family Church yelled at him for raping me in front of 1,000 people afterwards, between July and September 19th. There's a video in the Protect the Light case of it. Well, getting back, and that's July to September 19th. May 26, 22, I'm in that Altman snack care on Wales Road. I tell the nurses probably just spasms from the rape from that cop. And because I was going to tell on him. Well, I go to leave. Well, while I'm in there, I'm playing tapes from the case. My tapes come straight from the case. And I go to leave, and security's got its back to me, talking to her. What on earth? We all knew those officers were to follow her around and to protect her, and it was them. It was them. I was standing outside her room. We're not allowed to say anything to her. And it was them. We called up there, said, you better fix this. And they said that one team refused to fix it. Okay? Well, they can go to jail for refusing to fix it. Aiding and abetting crimes. See, with Dave dating Judge Pete's daughter, retired Judge Pete's daughter, Michelle. He was dating a Lauren, a heavy-set, blonde girl with big chest. Mean parents, I'm going to steal everything you have in life, and a pretty dark-haired girl. They said that when he met those girls in that store, he came up and told them that he wanted to get rid of me and he needed help. Instead of, oh my God, this weird 60-year-old man's trying to kill his wife. Get his plates and we'll call the police on him for trying to hire assassins. They decided to help because it's a terrorist group. Because people don't help on this unless you're a terrorist. Law is set up to work a certain way, and that's it. Okay? So, they said that's why they all helped out. Okay? Well, 1260 Fairlawn. She was seen with the guy that pretended he was FBI before I called Womack. You know, it's not like me. I told you to get out of bed, and I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days, and I had orange-sized and grapefruit-sized bruises on my legs and hand marks embedded in my arm, and I like to squeeze myself, and the fingerprints are bigger. Here it come out, they were drugging me up and telling me to say stuff before. Okay, and then apparently they even said they were abusing me doing sick stuff, and that's why I couldn't remember to tell Will, some guy that pretended he was FBI before I called him back. Now, he looks like the guy from the cooking show. Alright, so if you, in 1260, Fairlawn was seen with him with a medium blue car. Well, May 25th, 21, Wendy's crew was talking about the church people breaking in before, drugging me, telling me, say word, whatever, before. Okay, my old client said it was too dark for him and told Jim and Brian it was too dark for him. 1295 Fairlawn Middle Apartment screamed at him for doing it. Apartment building for me, second close to the fence. Yell, 8-9 first thing in the morning, ratted out Dave. Okay. Where he defends me on tape in the police investigation. Particularly custody for informant for the FBI. I taped him, of course. Trust no man. Took that one to heart, Will told me. Okay. So he has a medium blue car. He's sitting outside 1260 Fairlawn. She's yelled illegal surveillance too. The cop that raped me was seen with her too. That's really not funny. Well, after May 25th, 21, within a few days, that blue car comes down, that fat blonde girl, the one her and her family are going to steal everything I have in life. The goons from Ravenna are sitting on Fairlawn Street. She's yelling at them till the whole street can hear her, and my car is bugged and it goes in the case. Are you crazy? You can't enter a drug confession. Well, we just found out they drugged her and told her what to say. That was May 25th, 21. Okay? Why would she be driving his car? The guy that went to pay her. It's his sister, isn't it? And then February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory in Belden. There's a guy that looks like the guy that went to Paymer, but younger. With a girl with black hair and spirals and her hair by the men's clothing. See, you're out today. It's not funny what's going on. I know, I wish I went to the doctor first and told her to say it. I regret it. People ran and saved lot. Oh my goodness. It was like a fiasco. My one client that lives on 6th Street, there's a brown house. The African-American man ran out, sending the postman. We all heard him admit to drugging her and telling her to say it before. It was like a fucking fiasco. Okay? And that was in Cannes. Okay? Everybody knows about the shower scene in the other room. And it came out where that older African-American... How much you want to bet, before I go further into that? The younger guy that looks like the guy that went to Paymer? How much you want to bet that's that girl's younger brother? Yeah, they said that they're the ones left doing this, where everybody else just gave up because it came out they put a shower scene in the other room. All these people drugged me and told me to say stuff. People ratting them out for the shower scene and the drug confessions. They said they're the ones left doing it. Okay? 4 days back, it should be 4 days back, if not 5, at 11:48, I went through Dunkin' Donuts, and at night, there's a young guy in there. I told that Henry he had to go right. He said, well, people said she's a bad person, so they didn't care what he did to her. He's a killer. Who cut your head open? A killer, or Jack the Ripper. Normal people just stay out of stuff. Killers do this. They told it at the Oakland apartment in Canton. It's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. And all the tapes before were them, not me, and it's just a bunch of men doing crimes. December 9th, 21, 4 p.m. The guy at the Hunger Task Force, white man bald with dark eyes, distributing food, he actually worked the case. He was one of my guards. He said they always knew it was them and not me, so they didn't say a word. Well, yeah, it goes back to a retired judge, undercover police, I'll frame you. No, there was an older African-American man, 50s, a little bit gray hair, top hat, running around telling everybody, I'm running. I'll tell you what, if Belden still has the tapes of November and December of 18 in the food court by Charlie's, you'll see him. He works for Michelle, and he made sure he knew it. So they said he was actually the one that framed me. There's supposed to be a Steve, Eric, Kirk, Chris, and Mark in the framing. Okay, Massillon police are looking for the Steve and Eric, November 24th, 21, 8:40 a.m., Altman Stack Care, same place. Officer in uniform came in from Massillon when I'm here to watch her. There's a Steve and Eric stalking her. And it's fine. We don't know who they are yet. And it's finally got funny after everything they did. Nothing's admissible. No, it's not. It's a legal search and seizure. No one has a right to break in your home and watch you. You do not get a court order as an attorney. There's no such thing. Police and agencies can only be in a home under threat of life. Failure to notify before initiating and speaking to the other person in that home is abuse and misconduct, and failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. Who you report them to? Department of Justice, FBI, Police Department, and the Department of Justice. Fourth Amendment right to privacy makes it a legal search and seizure. And then we wouldn't have to worry about May 12, 22, where it came out about the toxic water shower scene, where they already made fun of me because I figured out what they did. Because, like, I only touch myself like that, shower and walk outside. They're laughing. She figured out what they did. My car's back from the case, and they sold the log in. So, May 12th, 22 at noon, Bubba's Restaurant. They're standing on the patio, and there's a big old camera out there. And there's men that have been following me. They screaming across the parking lot from the patio. We told those boys we found a tape of them admitting it was a shower scene in the other room. None of this is funny. I go in sheets. May 12th, probably about 12:30 on Whipple. There's guys in there complaining. We told those boys we knew they raped her, and none of this is funny. They already 8:18:21, 4:42 p.m. Shine, the agent, was seen raping her with a stalker by the register. Everybody knows they raped, they tortured me, they cut me up. Okay, getting back to Dunkin' Donuts in Louisville, 11:45, 48 p.m. About 4 days back, 4 to 5. There was, today's June 7th, so it'd be like the June 1st to 2nd. They, or even June 3rd. Okay. 11:45 p.m. I go through the drive-thru. There's a guy, cashier. I told that Henry had no right. Well, people said she was a bad person. They didn't care what he did to her. He's a killer. People had said that he was the one that actually caught me up. Mercy Medical, they would still have this. October 2nd to the 3rd, 21. I'm over there because I'm having headaches from the chip. There's girls in there and I got earbuds in so that I can't hear these idiots. And I could see a group of girls in there. I finally take my earbuds out. She knows Henry can't come in here. Walk by, Karen's Will's not interested in her because she couldn't get over being raped, making fun of me in the hospital emergency room. Inside, taping audio. I go out my car because I'm upset. Okay? There's a lady in there. I help watch her. All these people are lying on her. She's an informant. I help watch her. Officer in uniform. Well, I'll make sure no one says anything to her. See, all the police know I'm innocent. See, where it comes to January 25th, 2019, 8 to 10 o'clock at night, I'm in my room crying. Dave was acting crazy. Now we're in a legally booked house. Karen around the house state case. Well, the Canton FBI called it, or created it. Our heavy-set cop, September 27th, 18, like Officer Reinhardt in Louisville said, till Will took your statement, nobody could be in your home. It's illegal to be in somebody's home. And he agreed to protect you. Okay, so I just found out, I found out that he turned me over to police protective custody. He was busy. He really needed to look into something. Okay. But that kid at Dunkin' Donuts, I told that Henry had no right. I don't care what people said about her. He had no right. No, he didn't. He's a killer. People said before he was the one that caught me up. He's a Jack the Ripper. I don't know. People need to realize how stupid they are. They told Ed it's just a group of men doing crimes down here, and they said the guy at the Hunger Task Force, the white man bald with dark eyes with security guards, said the same thing. It's just criminals down here. Because you gotta think, if some guy from Ravenna was talking around me, he went up to those people and told them he was trying to get rid of me and he needed help. Instead of calling 911, this old ass, 60-year-old ass, is trying to kill his wife and trying to hire assassins. They decided to help. Why? Because they're killers. Normal compensation of, oh my God, get away from me. Get his plate and turn him in place. That'd be normal. Okay, January 25th, 2019, entered in the case, 8 to 10 o'clock at night, where Dave's acting crazy. All the police are at the end of the road and I'm crying in my room. One shows up, the police always knew he was innocent before they were talking about it at the station. Some guy was bailing his guy out from team, offered to pay a fine or bail and said if she's innocent, I'll pay the fine or bail. And they said, no, the police already knew she was innocent before, and they never want to arrest her. It was somebody else did something wrong before. It was Michelle Scan, along with these guys. It's a domestic terrorism group. If you look up the definition of domestic terrorism, it's a group of people to further their ideology with threats harmful to human life, and violating criminal laws of the United States. They broke a lot. even selling they're not in trouble for buying it. The people that bought the login to where they sold the protected light case, because the only one should see me is police and agents. Protected custody at home. It's like when they got the Amish men with the beards. But they sold it to regular people, making a ton of money off this. At my expense, they have to watch these people drug them. If they actually pull the case. Because a heavy-set cop talked to Dave, which made it completely legal. We'll nail that one. Okay? Officers in uniform call it Karen around the house. What's that? One of us have to watch or listen to her every day. Protected like custody for one of their informants. And they have these people like the Amish guys cutting off beards. Well, they have them dead to rights. They pull that case. They got them drugging the hell out of me. 12/21/18, cut me up, rape and torture me between July and September of 19. A shooting night right before Christmas of 18. My ex being caught with the shooters. And him beating the hell out of me with internal injuries. There were so many crimes happening in that legally bugged house. It was ridiculous. And then the apartment down here when I moved. Yeah, these people aren't funny. And other people have come up to me that they've called the FBI. They've called the police. Where they've run around, no man can help her. And they've been following them like little call children. It's like, how stupid are you? Anybody can help me. I'm their victim. They told Dave March 1st to March 15th of 19, 8 to 10 o'clock at night, I'm sitting on the back porch. It's a real life case of how to get away with murder. Yeah. Someone needs to help me. They announced they're trying to stall for the chip to kill me. It can be removed and my brain will go back to normal. I talked to the hospital and it would. Altman in the hospital, because people stalled, said they no longer have the surveillance of the people that were in there, but their staff will cooperate with investigators in place. They will. But the other places have the surveillance. Okay. I'll tell you what, May 26th, 22, KFC, right afternoon, because I went there to make sure Bubba's restaurant for the May 12th, 22, where they yell out the shower scene in the room. They had a big old camera outside. They do. Then I went up to KFC to use the bathroom. Got food, decided to eat, and there was some big man came in. That attorney had it set up so it looked like she was weird with herself, and some idiot man told on him, so now they can't use it. It's like, shut up! Was more than one man with integrity told him off. And for drugging me up, and who all drugged me. These people that make fun of me, they're just killers. They even said that last October. They're just murderers. They're just murderers. And they got fake FBI badges, framed FBI for crimes, and everybody thought it was FBI. I did too. And I mean, it was horrible. I was scared to death of them. And here it was just dirty cops stationed in that courthouse. And somebody needs to fix this. And you have them dead to rights with Will's case from the Canton FBI turned over the place. September 27th, 18.